Hey everyone. Well, here I am. I'm kind of stuffed up. Just have some seasonal allergies, so every time I pronounce my M's, it's gonna sound, you know. But it's not a coffee talk because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just want to talk about being mindful. Did you hear it? With our decisions. Because not just as a Christian or a believer, but in general, in order to keep yourself happy, keep yourself feeling good, you need to be very mindful of what decisions you're making. For example, um, when I, let's say, eat brownies and those wonderful chocolate with peanut butter things that are in the orange package that we're not going to talk about. That we're not going to mention my name. Uh, oh, you can really hear how stuffed up I am. This is ridiculous. So, I'm easily sidetracked. We know this by now. But instead of choosing that for my sweet, I've been choosing like fruit and hold on a second, and like banana yogurt. Uh, so something that, yeah, it still might have some sugar in it, but at least it's a step in the right direction. So I'm being mindful with the things that I am ingesting. Uh, Another big one for me is being mindful of who I am keeping in my life as a priority. Obviously, as a Christian, God should be first. God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, they should be number one. After that is your spouse. After that, your kids and parents. And after that, everybody else, whatever. But more specifically, I think you should, I just feel for me, um, that it's a good idea to be mindful with the type of people that you are keeping in your life as important to you, people you hold closest. Because if you are keeping people close who have really negative outlook, really just downright nasty people, you know, that is not good for your emotional or mental health. um, and it's not really a good idea. If it's something that you can tolerate and it doesn't stress you out, that's one thing. For someone like me, I get stressed out around some of my siblings. They stress me out. And I think three of them not showing up to my parents' wedding renewal kind of did it for me. I think after that, I just decided that, you know what? A long time ago when I was a teenager, because that was like 50 centuries ago. But when I was a teenager, I forget who it was, but somebody said you can tell a lot about a man or young man by how he treats his mom, right? And because that's how he's going to treat you, kind of thing. And, but I don't think that applies to just like spouse relationships. I think it applies to all relationships. You can tell a lot about people in general by how they treat their parents. Am I a perfect child? Absolutely not. Okay. From the time I want to say about 10, 11 till like early 20s. I, mid 20s maybe. I do not like to clean my room. I still hate picking stuff up off the floor. It is the most obnoxious thing as far as cleaning goes. I I don't like seeing stuff on the floor, but I don't like picking it up either. And now that I'm living in a house with three other people, not everything on the floor is mine. Okay? So I don't like picking it up. But I've learned that I do enjoy like washing windows and washing dishes and doing laundry and like scrubbing the counters and making them look clean. Like that kind of cleaning is my jam. I love vacuuming as long as the vacuum works. If you have a vacuum cleaner that is like on its last leg, dude, that's super frustrating. But anyway, I was always a messy kid. Okay? I never listened when mom and dad said clean your room. Okay? Which is really just mom, I think. But clean your room, yeah. This girl did not do that. And I was also one of those kids when I got grounded to stay in my room. It ended up, and this is not my parents' fault at all. This is just who I am. But it ended up not really being a punishment because I enjoyed being in my room. I love alone time. I really enjoy that. And I always have, like, from when I was a kid. I just liked being in my room. That was my area, you know? And, but, and then when I got to be like an older teenager, I was like pretty mouthy. My mom and I used to fight awful, like awful fights. And I might have argued with my dad a little bit, I think. More my mom than my dad. But yeah, I was mouthy at times. And so no, I was not the perfect child. However, I have grown up a lot in those days and I have realized just how important my parents are to me and how much I do love them. And I like to think that the person I am now has kind of replaced the, you know, cranky, yippy teenager slash young adult that I used to be. So people can change, absolutely. But the way some people are treating my parents now, not people I want to hang out with. So for right now, I'm being very mindful by just minding to my own the people who I enjoy hanging out with and, I can see really love mom and dad. That means a lot to me. If you treat my parents well and you treat my kids well, we're going to get along great. The second that doesn't happen, then I really don't want anything to do with you. And maybe that's wrong of me. Maybe that's a little over the top to you. You know, that's how you feel. I feel how I feel. But I am going to love hard on my parents until they're no longer with me. And because I don't want to be one of those people that shows up to the funeral going, I should have called more. I really should have gone to this. I really should have done that. No, I'm not going to feel that way because I know I am somebody that my parents can depend on. They can depend on me. They can count on me. I will be there. And, you know, I am happy with the person I am nowadays. But anyway, be mindful of the people you keep in your life. Be mindful of this is for everybody, but I feel like it's more so for like the Christian parents. Be mindful of the things that you are watching and the music that you are listening to with your children around. I went to switch the radio station the other day, and my daughter was like, Wait, you took it off of K-Love? Why did you take it off of K-Love? K-Love is a Christian radio station. And I said, well, I just wanted to change the channel, listen to something different. Oh, but I really like K-Love. And I'm like, oh man, she's only 7, but she enjoys that. Also, a few years ago, well, not more than a few. This is a couple decades ago. I was volunteering at VBS and I was helping Karen and Keith Webb out um, with their VBS classroom. And the one little girl in there, these were like kindergartners, okay? The one little girl there kept on singing this song. I knew it was a song on the secular radio. And it's not a song you want out like a 5-year-old child singing, okay? It's got really provocative lyrics and it's not good. And uh and she's 5 and she was singing this stuff and it's like you have to be careful because they listen to everything. Maybe you don't care if your little 5-year-old goes around singing provocative lyrics and swearing and stuff like that, but I do. I care about what my kids. I just want to say something. I paused to blow my nose, and my cat's sitting there judging me. Like, really? I have to. Okay? I have to. But then again, you know what? I give her a hard time because she bathes herself, and that's I always end up looking at the wrong time. It's just awkward. But anyway. So, be mindful of what you are watching and what you are listening to. And I think this one is going to hit some people a certain way and it's going to just blow past other people. But be mindful of how much time you're spending on the things that just you like and kind of ignoring everyone else around you. If you are anybody these days, it's so easy, and I'm guilty of this. It's so easy to get stuck with your face in your phone. Or if you are a sports fanatic, it's so easy to get stuck glued to the TV. But what are if you have kids or if you have a spouse or if you have someone else living with you, a parent, a grandparent, a cousin, what are they going to think if they want to spend time with you and you're busy with your face in your phone, with your eyes glued to the TV, with, you know, whatever else you're doing other than spending time with them? How are they going to feel? And I sometimes get really caught up in my phone, like in a game or something like that. Or I'll read. I'm one of those people that gets stuck reading comments on like a kind of iffy subject. Like, not anything bad, but like usually something political. And I'm one of those people that kind of gets stuck reading everybody's comments. And sometimes I get mad about it, and sometimes I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. But I get stuck in that. And or bingo. Yeah, I'm a baby. I like my bingo. um so yeah, I do get stuck with that. Or like I'll put in my earbuds and I just want to jam out to some music. And you know what? I need to spend more time with my family. And cats being cute. All right. So, I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm being very mindful. I'm trying to be more mindful of my choices that I'm making and decisions that I'm making. So I just encourage you to do the same.